Amid the vibrant city, Esther and Mordecai navigate the bustling streets, their steps echoing against the urban symphony. Esther pauses, her voice tinged with concern. Mordecai, do you think they truly understand us? Mordecai responds, his words a gentle reassurance. Understanding is a gift, Esther, and not everyone is so fortunate to possess it. He continues, his voice firm. What matters is that we understand ourselves and remain true to our faith. Sunlight fills Mordecai's home, illuminating the air as he sits across from Esther. Mordecai gestures towards an ancient scroll, his voice carrying the weight of generations. Esther listens intently, her eyes reflecting a mix of curiosity and uncertainty. Esther enters the grand palace hall, her expression blending nervousness and unwavering determination. She is escorted into the palace hall, ready for the selection. King Xerxes sits upon his ornate throne, his presence commanding attention. His gaze sweeps across the assembled young women, a silent assessment taking place. His eyes linger on Esther, a flicker of wonder momentarily softening his stern features. He is captivated by her beauty and grace, an undeniable allure drawing him in. Esther stands patiently, surrounded by palace staff. An air of nervous anticipation hangs in the chambers. The gowns are adjusted, each fold and drape perfected to enhance her presence. Her hair is styled, each strand meticulously placed to frame her face. King Xerxes stands tall, his gaze sweeping across the court. He approaches Esther, and his expression softens. With gentle hands, King Xerxes places a magnificent crown upon Esther's head. The court erupts in thunderous applause, the sound echoing through the hall. Esther wanders through the palace gardens, the heavy fragrance of jasmine and roses enveloping her. Lost in contemplation, Esther's brow furrows as she grapples with the magnitude of her new duties. Haman leans forward, his face a mask of malice, as flickering candlelight casts dancing shadows across the room. His advisors surround him, hanging on every word as he speaks of the Jews. These Jews, they are a thorn in my side, a festering wound on the kingdom, Haman declares, his voice filled with venom. I will not rest until they are all eradicated, he vows, his eyes burning with hatred. In the opulent throne room, Haman manipulates King Xerxes, his words twisting into a treacherous web. A royal signet ring presses firmly against the parchment, sealing the doom of a people. Oblivious to the impending devastation, King Xerxes affixes his signature to the decree. Amidst the clamor of the city, Mordecai hears the decree, and his face contorts in anguish. In a fit of despair, Mordecai tears his clothes, the sound echoing his inner turmoil. He collapses to his knees, covering himself in ashes, a symbol of utter desolation. Esther, draped in royal finery, catches hushed whispers of Mordecai's anguish. Worry creases her brow, and she summons a messenger with a hushed urgency. Mordecai stands resolute near the towering palace gates, his face reflecting profound urgency. He entrusts a messenger with a scroll, its seal, a symbol of his family's desperate plea, destined for Esther. The messenger strides purposefully towards Esther, carrying Mordecai's urgent message. Sunlight streams into Esther's chambers, illuminating her troubled face as she stands, message in hand. She reads Mordecai's words again, her expression reflecting the weight of the decision before her. An internal battle rages within Esther as she faces the immense risk. In the palace, Esther, dressed in royal attire, sits at an ornate desk, her anxiety palpable. Her hands tremble as she dips a quill into ink, the gravity of her choice weighing heavily. With a blend of fear and resolve, she begins to write, each stroke a testament to her courage. In the quiet solitude of her chambers, Esther kneels in prayer, her face bathed in the gentle glow of candlelight. She seeks divine guidance and unwavering strength, her hands clasped tightly in supplication. The air grows heavy with anticipation, a solemn hush enveloping her as she prepares to confront the king. Esther moves towards the throne room, each step measured with the knowledge that she risks her life by appearing uninvited. The weight of potential death hangs heavy in the air as Esther continues, her resolve unwavering despite the danger. King Xerxes watches Esther, his expression softening with unmistakable delight. With a grand gesture, King Xerxes extends his golden scepter. The golden scepter is extended, a symbol of mercy and salvation. In the vast throne room, King Xerxes sits upon his golden throne, an expectant silence filling the air. Sunlight illuminates the dust motes dancing through the air. In the opulent banquet hall, Esther stands, a vision of grace and poise. King Xerxes sits beside her, his face a mask of curiosity and anticipation. Haman, brimming with arrogance, occupies the seat of honor, his presence radiating self-importance. Silent servants glide through the hall, their movements precise as they refill goblets with rich wine. The air crackles with unspoken tension, each glance heavy with hidden meaning. In the opulent banquet hall, King Xerxes, draped in rich robes, focuses on Esther, his expression intense. Flickering candlelight casts eerie shadows as murmurs fill the air, amplifying the building tension. Xerxes' voice cuts through the quiet. Esther, tell me again, what is your request? Esther replies calmly. I invite you and Haman to another banquet tomorrow night. Haman paces with excitement, eager for another banquet with the king and queen. A dark cloud slowly overshadows Haman's joy as he remembers Mordecai. Under the night sky, Haman oversees the construction of a towering gallows. The gallows rises, its dark silhouette a stark contrast against the moonlit sky. King Xerxes writhes in his royal bed, tormented by insomnia. He beckons a servant with a sharp, imperious gesture. Ancient tapestries sway gently on the stone walls, shadows dancing in the torchlight. The royal chronicles lie open, their pages revealing a forgotten act of valor. Mordecai's name is inscribed, a testament to a life-saving deed, unrewarded. King Xerxes sits on his throne, his face etched with contemplation as morning sunlight floods the opulent palace. He gestures towards Haman, who stands before him, awaiting the king's command. With a regal tone, King Xerxes asks, Haman, what honor should be bestowed on someone who has pleased the king? Morning light fills the palace, illuminating the scene as Haman, blinded by ambition, anticipates royal praise. He swells with pride, a self-satisfied smirk betraying his inflated ego. His voice dripping with false humility, Haman suggests, perhaps a parade through the city, your majesty? Or a golden statue erected in the town square? Inside the grand palace, King Xerxes gestures expansively, his command reverberating through the hall. His royal decree orders Haman to bestow the highest honors upon Mordecai. Haman is forced to lead Mordecai through the bustling city streets. In the palace banquet hall, Esther stands radiant under the warm glow of countless candles. King Xerxes reclines on his throne, his gaze fixed intently on Esther. Nearby, Haman sits, his smug expression barely concealed beneath a veneer of politeness. The tables are laden with delicacies. The air hums with anticipation. King Xerxes sits on his throne, a fortress of power amidst the glittering court. His attention focuses all eyes on Esther. Esther, what is your request? His voice echoes through the hall, heavy with anticipation. Esther steps forward amidst the palace banquet hall's flickering candlelight, the murmur of hushed conversations fading into silence. Her voice resonates through the hall. I am a Jew. The truth hangs heavy in the air, she declares. Haman has plotted to destroy me and my people. King Xerxes explodes in fury, slamming his fist upon the table. Goblets and platters rattle in the echoing hall. His face contorts with rage, veins pulsing, as he surveys his silent, stunned court. His voice booms through the hall. Who would do such a thing? In the resplendent palace banquet hall, Esther's righteous fury ignites as she points a condemning finger. With unwavering conviction, Esther declares, He is the wicked plotter. King Xerxes gestures, his face flushed with anger. He points towards Haman, who stands frozen. Haman stands frozen in terror. King Xerxes sits heavily upon his throne, the crown's weight reflecting his authority. Sunlight pierces the throne room, casting light upon the dust, while King Xerxes raises a hand, commanding silence. King Xerxes issues a new decree, allowing the Jews to defend themselves against their enemies. Bathed in the golden light of the palace, Esther and Mordecai stand tall, symbols of unwavering strength. A profound hush envelops the crowd, each person recognizing the weight of their courage and leadership. The warm glow of the palace embraces them, casting long shadows that speak of trials overcome. Esther orchestrates the grand feast of Purim, the hall filled with joy. Tables laden with delicacies reflect the joyous atmosphere of the celebration. Mordecai and Esther sit together, a wave of relief palpable between them. They exchange a look, silently acknowledging the dangers they have weathered. Soft light streams through the window, illuminating the dancing dust motes. They clasp hands, their faces etched with gratitude and peace. Esther continues to serve as queen, her reign marked by wisdom and justice. In the palace's grand hall, Esther kneels, sunlight illuminating her with ethereal grace. The scent of incense fills the air as silence blankets the hall, punctuated only by Esther's hushed prayers. Sunlight filters through stained glass, painting the stone floor with vibrant colors. Esther sits at the ornate desk, sunlight highlighting the gravity of her decisions. Sunlight streams, illuminating the room as she carefully signs each document. The weight of leadership settles upon her shoulders, yet her resolve remains unbroken. Sunlight bathes Mordecai's humble home as he sits, his eyes radiating a knowing warmth. With a tender gesture, Mordecai offers words of wisdom and guidance. His calming presence emerges as a beacon of hope in uncertain times. Esther stands tall, radiating confidence and grace as she prepares to address the assembly. Her voice, clear and strong, fills the hall as she speaks of peace and mutual understanding. Sunlight bathes Esther as she stands in the grand hall, stained glass windows painting